I return. How's it going, everybody? So yeah. So the bot, if you don't know, is not really AI. It's a simplistic version that just calls responses that I've pre-programmed from lists, and it does what it can. And it it also learns random things you say. There you go. See, if you ask it a question, it will respond with a random answer because it's not intelligent enough to actually understand the question and give an answer. So I just made a bunch of random ones. So over here, look, it's my desktop. It's a lovely lake scene. That's nice. So yeah, you have to use a question mark, Buddha, or DaveBot doesn't recognize it as a question. So yeah, I use StreamerBot, which has a bunch of built-in functionality, but also can run C# code. Another round of GeoGuessr with the wallpaper. Okay, I will let you guess where this is, and if you get it right, I'll give you points. Okay, get your guesses in. Alaska, could be. It's not Bristol. Could be Alberta. Oregon. It's not my backyard. I have no idea. If I click this button, it should tell me. Let's see. Oh, it's opened up Bing. Oh, it's in Bavaria. No one said anything German. That's too bad. It's on the Austrian border. This is Bavaria. It's lovely. Go visit Boodot. Go find this exact lake. I've interacted with the built-in Windows feature and summoned Bing. Yes. So yeah, this is DaveBot's behind the scenes. I originally built him to be the little avatar that talks, but I don't use that very often, and as such, a lot of this I've turned off. The random animal facts and celebrity facts, countries and games, ideas, jokes, media. He plugs stuff. He says random things. He occasionally answers a question with Despacito. He can respond to questions. Basically, when you say his name, it triggers this, and then it's like just pick a random response. This one is slightly more complicated. This is if you ask him if he likes something. So this one includes this bit of code, and then if you use any of these phrases, do you like? What do you think of? What is your opinion on? Anything like this. It then does this and it replaces, gets rid of that bit of the question so that it can understand what the subject of the question is. And it then takes that and then it gives you a specific different answer. What can I say about Despacito? So many complex things. Yeah. So there's not that many responses to the do you like thing because I couldn't think of that many. So yeah, basically, if you have any ideas, counting words for double points. Yeah, The double points thing is here. Bonus points counter. Where is it? Bonus points. So it currently. Oh yeah, this it's just in a command. This one's a relatively simple command. So basically, if you say bonus, double, extra, amazing, wow, great job, excellent, and then it has a little loop that if you say that, it will increase the bonus counter. If the bonus counter is less than 5, it goes here and adds 1. He managed to trigger twice. Because yeah, that's a problem. Asking his opinion on something is also a question, so sometimes that triggers the question thing as well. He has jelly beans on a t-shirt. Nice. So yeah, I'm not too worried about the bonus thing because it does. You can see it's currently turned off. It automatically turns on and off during quiz streams. So there's only a chance of it accidentally going off, like at the beginning of a quiz stream, like it did today. So I think it's fine, set as it is. And the latest thing I've been working on is a World Cup of Everything bot that can automatically run a World Cup of Everything with like one hit of a button. But it's going to take some setting up. I only started it today. So it reads what previous rounds were, it tells you about them. It then enables other things, and then basically you can use the command to suggest categories. There's a little bit of code that just makes sure it's not repeating. It keeps track of the categories you suggest, but if you suggest the exact same thing that someone else has, it won't record it. But if it's differently worded, it will, because it's not that intelligent. But then it'll pick 3 of them and it will start a poll so you can vote on which category you want to do. Then it'll gather 32 suggestions for the things, and again it will do it does the code which makes sure there isn't doubles. And then it'll just start going through them, voting one by one, putting polls in chat that you can vote on. And so this is all for bracket 2. It'll just repeat it 16 times until it's done, and then I need to tell it what to do when it gets to bracket 2, but it's similar. But I might also add interaction with OBS, which I can do. And then I can also pull up a visual of the bracket if we want. I don't think I'm going to do dedicated World Cup of Everything streams again, but we'll do it in the background of other streams. But save it for when you know it's not too difficult to concentrate on. So obviously we'll never do it during a quiz stream. We might do it during a game stream when, you know, I don't have a chance to look at chat as much. But I'll keep an eye on it. Like the card game, yes. Probably not a points reward. It'll probably be a mod thing because we want it to trigger at a time when it can last. Because it might take like 45 minutes to an hour to do, even in chat. Stop trying to get the bot to give my bank details. So yeah, does anybody have any new ideas? Let's make a list. Who's got an idea? It doesn't have to be as complicated as some of DaveBot's functions. It can be simple call and response things. It can be stuff that you guys can input into. That works the best sometimes, because then I don't have to think of like 100 responses for the bot to say. Because we've got bad life advice, critter facts. This stream is sponsored by plant facts. Sure, that would be a simple one to do. I just copy the animal one, and then you can add it. Book recommendations, as in, you want real ones? General I quite like that. So you guys can suggest recommendations, and then you, on a different day, you can come in and say, DaveBot, recommend something for me, and he'll say, I recommend War and Peace, and then maybe he says something random about it that is not necessarily true. Weird and random ice cream flavors or pizza toppings. So you want to suggest, how about, like, yeah, we could get, you guys could suggest ingredients, and then DaveBot can spit out recipes for like pizza, ice cream, whatever you want. Space facts, okay. I mean, these, what, like the space facts and the plant facts is going to be you guys inputting stuff in. Two variables, so you can recommend a book. Yeah, I could do that. I can, because basically how I do it is pretty low tech. In my stream bits folder, you can see I've just got down here just a whole lot of very simple text documents, and at any point DaveBot can write stuff to them or pull a random line from it. So I could just set up different ones that are like books, films, movies, and then different categories. Yes, we can do that. Like roll for sandwich controlled by DaveBot. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, I thought you were suggesting something the bot try. You don't have to snap Iris the baker's neck to get the bedroom key. Well, it was the most efficient way that I found. Was it, did you just have to talk to her better? Yeah, we can put video games on the recommendations. As long as you guys can fill up the list. I could maybe add some to get it started. Okay. Space facts and plants facts we can do easily. Recipes and recommendations would take a little bit more More things. Wikipedia has both a list of vegetables and a list of culinary fruits. There's a note saying there's a spare somewhere. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that one, Andy. I was thinking you guys recommend ingredients. Like a bag of flour, a whole wheel of cheese, the skull of a, I don't know, a locust. Locusts don't have skulls. They have heads. But eye of newt and wing of bat, that sort of thing. And then you ask the bot, please give me a recipe for chocolate chip cookies, and it will say, use 1 bag of flour and a wing of bat. Combine until sticky or something. I don't know. Stuff like that. The skull of a guy named Phil. Yeah. Drink a screwdriver out. And then it's a Phillips head screwdriver. I get it. Did I ruin your joke, Andy? There we go. Any other things? Before we skip. You wanted me to get there. Okay, yeah, I did. I've seen that one before. Pyramid. What do you mean by that, DaveBot? How do we implement pyramid? Some kind of scheme. Yeah, where you guys recruit bots, and those bots recruit other bots. I recommend shapes and geometry. Just pyramid. Make it happen. I think it's either Stream Elements or Nightbot has a pyramid thing where basically in chat, if you make a successful pyramid by like posting 1 emote, then 2 emotes, then 3 emotes, then it says congratulations, you made a pyramid or something like that. I don't want to do that. To monetize the cult, yeah. Look at everything kind of like a pyramid. Yeah, knockout bracket is not unlike a pyramid. I did find the other thing about StreamerBot is there's other people making stuff for it, and you can get it just like import stuff into it. And someone did make like a full Pokemon thing where Pokemons appear and you catch them, and it can show up on stream or not. But there's like other plugins that do that as well. I wasn't sure about that. I thought it might get a bit messy. Anything else simple? Like you want the bot to respond if you say like, I don't know, hey bot, high five, and then I don't know what the bot would respond to that. Create a random Pokemon? Okay. But you need art. Without the art, it would be kind of boring. It would just say, here's a Pokemon, it's called Sprug. It's a dirt type Pokemon. It does punch attack. I don't know. That sort of thing. Weather forecast we could do. That would be like the best ones like combine multiple things. Weather forecast. There's going to be a hurricane of fish in Michigan. I don't know. What sort of thing would you want it to give you from a weather forecast? Jobs. Okay, well, I guess we can start. Plant facts and space facts. This should be easy. What I've got to do is find critter facts. And we duplicate these two. And we just turn them into plant facts. Okay. Change this to... no, not add plant fact. And then write to text file plant fact. And then this one becomes exclamation mark plant fact. Yeah, this one reads a random line from plant facts, and then it will say, "Did you know that?" Okay, and I think it should make the text file if it doesn't exist. Holiday thing. International. Oh, nice. Okay, international holidays. Now, do you want it to be correct, or because in theory I could program it to be correct? No, you want random ones. Okay, we can do that. And combine weather. Okay. So you want the holiday, a fact about the holiday, and random weather. Okay. Okay. Sure. We'll do that. Okay. Let's let me just check. Add. Let's see if this works. Add plant fact. Sunflowers are sentient. Now I need to check. Did it create plant facts? It made it. There you go. It made. And then if I do plant fact. See, easy. There you go. Plant facts is done. Now it's up to you guys to add plant facts, and then I can do the same with space facts quite easily. Space facts. Mm-hmm. Space fact. change this to space fact. Add space fact. Okay, and then we test. Why did it say fact added twice? Oh, because I was in the middle of. No, I think that added it to the space fact because I was in the middle of changing it. But that's fine. I can edit that. Add space fact. The moon was invented by NASA in the 60s to scare tripping hippies. There we go. And then let's have a look. Space facts. Oh, that's still good. Oh no, it did add that one there. Okay, that's fine. Good. And then we check. I am going to need to update the command list now that we're adding a bunch more. There you go. That was easy. 2 things down. Oh, Sam's reading. Trollop. Lovely. We'll go over there in a bit. Okay. That's plant facts and space facts done. What do you want next? What else are you most excited about? Nice facts. I like it. Recipe 1. Sure. Okay. You can add correct ones if you want, Vampire Fairy. The critter one has some correct and interesting facts and some comedy. Okay, recipes. So the easy bit is, in fact, let's just duplicate this. Recipe ingredients. And then we do add ingredient. And then it writes it to ingredients.text. Change this to ingredient added. That's the easy bit. Spacey. Do you want? What would you rather do? Exclamation mark recipe, and then you get a recipe for a thing, or would you rather ask DaveBot, "Hey DaveBot, give me a recipe for"? I could do both. It wouldn't be too difficult. You want the Hey DaveBot one? Okay. What I need to do is take... we can do both. The Hey DaveBot one's slightly more complicated, but I do already have code that should work. Take... Oh yeah, that's... So the thing with the DaveBot one, we do have to come up with like specific... we need specific wording. We'll take this one. We duplicate this. Make this recipe. And then what we need is give me a recipe for, and then it will split this off. Tell me how to make something. How else would you ask? How do you make what's a recipe for? Well, Dave, hang on. DaveBot already does that. What do you mean? What if Drew Barrymore could speak Klingon? That's literally what you're suggesting, Everett. I could change that if you want to add another thing, but then I've got to think of stuff. You could add really nerdy plant facts if you want, PP. I mean, you could add as many different random things if you want. It's only going to come out every once in a while. How about a playbook movie? Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. The current ideas one, it takes an idea category and an idea set. The idea category sometimes takes animals, celebs, everyone in a country, a piece of media, and then some other things that I added specifically. Just science facts? I quite like space facts. I feel like we don't need space and science. Okay, where was I? Recipe thing. Okay. How else are you going to ask for a recipe? because it needs to be able to recognize all of the different things that you can say. Give me a recipe for, tell me how to make, how do you make, what's a recipe for? Just those ones? I can do that, okay. So... Actually, tell you what I'm gonna make. It's easier if I keep these in case I need to add extra ones. It's easier to just edit these than it is to copy the bits of code and change other things. So I can add different things in the future if you want. Those should work. And then what we're going to need is not going to need those ones. What it's going to do is read a random line of... I haven't added an ingredient yet. Add ingredient. A whole wheel of cheese. Okay. And then this ingredients, and then we're going to have ingredient 1, ingredient 2, and ingredient 3. And then what do you, I was thinking start with 1, combine with 2, then maybe a like a beat until fluffy type thing. So we take let's duplicate this and we'll do recipe method. Add method, just so you guys can do it, but I can also add some myself. Method. You added 2 things. Oh, it's fine. I can check it all. Yeah, if you do things like add question mark on it, we'll call it up, but that might be funny. Sure. Okay, add method beat until bruised. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is over here. Here's a recipe for... That should be what you say. And then it will be... Start with ingredient 1. Combine with ingredient 2. Method. Finish with ingredient 3 to taste. Bon appetit. Okay, I need to add the method one. Method. Okay. And then what I can also do is add exclamation mark recipe. Cool down on it. Let's see if this works. Give me a recipe for chocolate chip cookies. Oh, it almost worked. I put a space in. Here's a recipe for... Give me a recipe for chocolate chip cookies. Oh, okay. He needs to delete more. Start with string cheese, combine with crab juice. Beat until bruised. Finish with... Okay. I can fix that. Move the extra full stop. And then in this... replace. Hang on, if it contains a... Oh, maybe this isn't the code I need. Oh no, it's subject. It's not question, it's subject. This should work. Okay, someone else trigger it, just to make sure it works. If it's someone other than me. Here's a recipe for soup. Start with Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Combine with unicorn tears. Stir anti-clockwise in a copper pot. Finish with string cheese to taste. There you go. Little bit of formatting thing with the method, but otherwise. But the problem is he's also picking it up as a question. So what I need to do is Similar to that one. Okay. In fact, maybe I can just... I can duplicate that. And then all I need is this list. And swap it in there. I did lose. I lost E. Okay, there we go. Should now not trigger as a question as well. A diamond worth at least 500 gold pieces. Nice. Okay, I'm glad you guys are into this already. Here's a recipe for tea. Start with a single caper, combine with the blood of your enemies. Fry till charred beyond recognition. Finish with crab juice. Okay. I'll add the full stop after the method again. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Recipes done. Do you want recommendations or do you want international holidays? International holidays with a weather forecast somehow. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna add that. Okay, let's do holidays. So to start with, it's another simple add holiday, add weather. What was the format of the holiday again? It was today is blah 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 day. It's commonly celebrated by, like, I don't know, stuffing a live goose down your trousers or that sort of thing, or something. What do you want to say about the holiday that's also random? And then how do we incorporate the weather into it as well? Okay, I can do the add. The add bit is easy. Add holiday. Holiday. Holiday added. There we go. Here's a recipe for Rice Krispie squares. Start with cat hair from Joey. Combine with long pepper. Fire. Finish with crab juice to taste. Yeah, the saint. I don't know, because I feel like if we just do saints, we'll miss out on some other things that we could do, like International Kiss a Squirrel Day. And then we can either have we could either have it as like, you know, if you want St. David's Day, don't forget your leek. That could be your entire entry, or we could do it. Today is St. David's Day. It's celebrated by putting a muffin behind your head. It's like, it pulls up a random thing that you do on the holiday. Something like that. Yeah. Today is International Whatever Day. Yeah, we celebrate it by talking too loudly because St. Patrick died for our sins, or something. Want 3 different things? Bear in mind, you're the ones who have to populate these lists. Do you want 2 things, or do you just want 1 thing? I also think I can tell it. I need to look it up, but... Here's all the documentation, I think. I think I can... Can I get it to look up the date? I feel like I can. No. It's not that kind of event. It's just a C# thing. Today is holiday, don't forget to tradition. Okay, holidays and traditions. I like that. Duplicate. Add tradition. Tradition. Okay. And then the command is just a simple one. Holiday. Exclamation mark. Holiday. Read random. Oh, I need to make one first.
Thank you so much for
Thanks,
watching.
Jellicat. Yeah, so you can start adding holidays and adding traditions, and then What I need to work out is how to look up. I think there's a way to look up the date. If I do... this variable. That's gonna... gets me the date, but complicated. Okay, in the case of C# look up date. Look up today's date. I want it in a nice format. It has some formats. How do I just get the middle one? Local time, no. Date, time, property. No. This is how I do most of my programming. I look up other people. And apparently this is what a lot of programmers do anyway. So I'm basically a real programmer. This. Okay, I think this is what I want. Okay, that's C+ C# code, sorry. Take this, I'm gonna take this, but it's going to be a CPH set argument date, and the value is that going to work? What am I missing? Eight. That worked? That okay. That's now got the date. Today is date. Which is also holiday. What was the wording we liked? Don't forget to. Don't forget to We can do multiple versions of this if you want. I could have one that's don't forget to, another one that is where our ancestors used to, and stuff like that. If anyone has any other wordings that they'd like. Read a random line from... We don't have a holiday yet. Add holiday. Jeffmas. Add tradition. Roast. Whole hedgehog. The problem is formatting. If we have it, it's got to all be formatted the same way. So if it works with don't forget to, then it's also got to work. It's also got to work with, you know, ancestors or anything else that we say. Read a random line from holiday. Put it to holiday. Read a random line from tradition. Put it to tradition. Okay. Let's see if this works. Today is April 5, which is also October 10th. Don't forget to roast a whole hedgehog. That's great. That works. Lovely. Okay. I mean, that works for now. Is there anything else you want to add to that? Scream into the void. Nice. Okay, international holidays. I don't know what we can do with weather forecast, which... which would work. There's only there's only one tradition so far. You need to add more traditions. You misspelled tradition, PP. Bet all the cats. Nice. Okay. You do recommendations, which is the less silly one. It's just... be like exclamation mark recommend book. Should be like exclamation mark add book and then a book. You know, just put it in the list of books. And then maybe exclamation mark recommend picks a random thing from all of them. Or you say something specific, recommend book, and it gives you a book. That wouldn't be too hard to do. Okay. Recommend book add. Just dealing with a lot of commands. Add book. Recommended book. Recommendation added. Okay, and then movie. Let's change this to movie. Add movie. Just like music. Music. And music. What else? What else would you want to be recommended? You want to be recommended cakes? Vid games, yeah, okay. Games is good. Snacks. Well, this is if you could just, if you want to be constantly adding snacks that people may or may not be able to. This one is like a serious one, I guess, for the most part. It doesn't have to be serious, but I'm just thinking, it's like, what other things would you want to be recommended? We could stick with those 4. And then no, Andy, the other George is a outlier and should not have been counted. Okay. And then what we're gonna have is the recommendation command. Can be triggered by exclamation mark recommend, but then it's also, it's going to need to do is yeah, I'll keep my list separate, but I can copy everything from my list to the new list. It'll be easy. What do I need? Logic. If the raw input equals book and continue, otherwise break. And what we can do is if we put things in a group and we tell the command to run concurrently, I can make different groups and it runs all of the groups at the same time. If it's a book, read a random line from hang on, I just need to quick, give me what's something that is a book, a game, a movie, and music. The Matrix, Braveheart, no, Lord of the Rings. Sure, that works. Add book, add movie, add game, add music. There we go. File. Read random line from file. It hasn't made it? Go to file, recommended book. Why didn't that work? How come? What? Oh no, it is there. Just weird. Okay. File, random line from file, recommended book. Book. Oh, that's the wrong place. Need to put it here. Twitch. Chat, send message. User. Have you tried? We can do different ones. Have you ever read I hear it's a real page turner? There we go. And then we can duplicate this group. More input. Read random movie. Have you seen movie? I was on the edge of my seat. Music. Music. Have you ever heard music? Their old stuff was better, but the new stuff is good too. And then game. Game. If you played game, what do we say about games? David's gonna have a lot to work with, yeah. Something about it's too hard for you. Get good, noob. I don't know. I'm at level 40. Okay. How about just I beat it. I have all of the Steam achievements. Okay, and then lastly, what we need to do is if the raw input is null or empty, then what I want to do, the easiest way to do this is recommendation random. This is what we do. If it's empty, then we're going to run the random one. And what the random one is going to do is it's going to set the raw input to either book or movie or game or music. I'm gonna put them in a group, set the group to random. It'll do one of these four things. And then it's going to run the recommendation again. And that should work. So let's try recommend book. Perfect. But if I do recommend without anything, it recommends Lord of the Rings as a game. There we go. That was simple enough. Okay. Recommendations done. Any more ideas? Simple little things that The bot could just like respond. If you ever say a certain word, it'll say a certain word back. What does a baby computer call his father? You're pointless. The weather is something with a chance of something later. We could do that. Would you do one list for both things, or would they have to be different? You want less unasked bot interjection. Give them like a random number generator. Yeah, cloudy with a chance of meatballs. So we need normal weather, and then what would the second category be called? Regular weather. Which is going to be normal things. And weather. Yeah, I was just thinking, if you do a single category, then you could get meatballs with a chance of cloudy, which doesn't necessarily work, but that could be funny. Do you want to do that? Just one? Sure, we can do that. The first one just be a list of actual weather words. I know, I kind of like the idea of it being weird. And I was going to make you populate, even if the first one was normal, I was going to make you populate the list anyway. Okay, fine. But that means now I need to make a list of normal weather. Can anybody find me a list on the internet of words that could go in that first section, so I don't have to type them all out? I know. I'll make the other command. Random line. Weather. A list of weather describing adjectives, yeah, if possible. The kind that a weather... what are they called? Weather presenter? Meteorologist would use? You found a list of 101 words. Perfect. When I was looking for like lists of animals and celebrities and countries and things, I was trawling a whole lot of like databases used for language models, and a lot of them I had to do some heavy editing. Like I found lists of celebrities, and I had to just go through and delete any ones that I didn't want. Okay, let me see which one of these is going to be better. Okay, I'll maybe get... What happens if I copy paste? Does this work? Bam. Okay. That's annoying, but I can fix that. Bad. It was worst with the chance of... Let's change it to the worst. Zero doesn't work. We can go through these and make sure they work. Easy, unusual, fair, moist, dull, hard, fine, misty, clear, yeah. These work. Rough. Why not just mild? Why milder? Humid, unseasonable, heavy, unsettled, stormy, warm. Not coldest. We've already got mild. Hottest. Variable. Not tempestuous. Get rid of finest. Snowy. Better. That kind of works. Dreadful. Windy. Boisterous. Better. Thick. Squally. Extreme. Inclement. Dirty. Fine. Unpredictable. Cool and warmer. Showery. Delightful. Sure, those work. Oh. Done. Okay. Favorable is misspelled. It has a U in. Normal weather. Today's weather is normal weather. Comma. With a chance of weather. There you go. That is your weather command. I think it's got like cloudy, sunny, snowy. Did it have rainy? Maybe it didn't have rainy. Oh, it does have rainy. I was wrong. Okay. Weather forecast. Done. You still need to add the regular... and the weird weathers. Existential dread. Nice. So there you go. Now that there's something in that, you should be able to do moderate with a chance of existential dread. There you go. And the meatballs, classic. Okay. All added. Perfect. We've got space facts, we've got plant facts, we've got recipes, we've got recommendations, we've got weather. Not bad. I could maybe try one more thing if anyone's got any more ideas. It's DaveBot's birthday. Wow. Ponder the orb. See, now that I've given you all of these toys, chat, don't expect me to entertain you. From now on, the streams will be as boring as possible. I don't know. We can read the phone book. No, that's too interesting. I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. I'm going to watch YouTube videos, but without the audio one, so you can't hear it. But I can. Did DaveBot get another joke right? Which one? Why did the yogurt go to the art exhibition? Because it was cultured. It did. That's the second time in like the last few weeks he's managed to get a joke right. Wintry with a chance of raining refrigerator. Hang on. I've got to add one. I've thought of one. There you go. Great. You already put Raining Men? Oh. I like mine too. We'll keep both. National Hokey Day. Drink a whole bottle of ketchup. Kind of defeats the point of holiday when you're doing multiple. It's also Wednesday. Oh, consider the oyster. Okay. You went Hokey Cokey Day. I can edit them as well if anyone needs me to. If I can just go into here. Platty Jubes. Hokey Cokey Day. There you go. International Day of Amras. I didn't see that one go on. Here's a recipe for instant noodles. Start with 24 quail eggs combined with crab juice. Fry till charred beyond recognition. Finish with bees? A hokey cokey is where you put your left leg in and then you put your left leg out. Don't know why you would call it the hokey pokey. Start with floof powder, combine 24 quail eggs, chop to small pieces with your cursed sword. Finish with clamato. Good. Well. So we'll have that. I will work on getting World Cup of Everything bot going. If there's any other games you can think of that you could win points at, like the quote game, I don't know if that would be possible. Other than DaveBot knowing like a bunch of trivia questions, I don't know what else we could do. What else is there? Things that DaveBot knows. Lists that I've given him quotes, random chat messages. That's basically it. Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't be fair to give you guys the ability to add trivia questions and then also answer trivia questions for points. Yeah. Recipe for salsa. Start with 7 small berries combined with tempered glass, tiny whisk until homogeneous. Finish with 2 eggies to taste. Yeah, I've already done sourcing trivia for back when we did murder trivia party. It's not easy to find good lists that are all perfect for our style. There's a lot of jumping about and finding. Plus, I may have plans for something in the future where I need to make where I need more trivia things, so I'm gonna sit on that myself. Don't think there's anything else DaveBot could feasibly quiz you on. People lose points for answering incorrectly. I could add that to the quote game. I feel a bit mean. And then the only other thing is like, is gambling or like gambling against someone else, so someone steals their points. But it would all just be random. Be mean to everyone, yeah. Do a special command that steals points from Andy and gives them to you. You get between 1 and 100 of Andy's points in exchange for channel points. I could do like spend 10 channel points, get 10 of Andy's quiz points. Spend 10,000, get all of Andy's quiz points. Don't know what else. Oh, the YouTube stream's been unlisted. Never mind. I should add. I was going to add more things to the loot boxes, like the Quake characters. I could do. Yeah, Stream Elements has all of that stuff that I'm less interested in. Guess a number. DaveBot rolls a D100. If you get it exactly right, you get 50 points. I mean, again, that would just be... You just spam that so much. It would be so unlikely. Once every half an hour, well, then no one would ever get the 50 points, because with a 1 in 100 chance, every half an hour, it would just never happen. I was thinking of something like you know how DaveBot just says random words sometimes? Whether I could let you predict a random word that DaveBot's gonna say. But then problem is you could make him say it with the commands, so that wouldn't really work. Oh, DaveBot still picked that up as a question. He's not meant to do that. Hang on, let me try and fix him. Respond to the question. You said, how do you make... And he should have... should have said subject 1 null. Is it because it's meant to be that? Not null like that. Okay, maybe that's better. Copy, paste that, check it, and do it again. There you go. That should work. Okay, well, if you guys are just enjoying adding things to the lists, I could just hang out and let you do that, because when I end the stream, I close StreamerBot and then you wouldn't be able to do it. So you can't do it offline. But what if I play the cake game and you guys just carry on adding to the list? I love the cake game. I play the cake game when I just need like I'm just like watching something, or I just need to let my mind slip away. I play the cake game. Combine. Cake, 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 cake. Cheesecake. Missed. You got into the fruit game? Oh, it's Suika game, yeah. I was into that. See, where this differs from Suika game is, in Suika game, if you get 2 watermelons, they combine and disappear. In this, if you get 2 of the massive big cakes, they'd both just stay there. So you just run out of space. Also, sometimes randomly, the cakes just get fired up into the air, and you have to like block them from getting out. Yes, these cheesecakes to touch. Ooh, big one. Bye, Raven. Thanks for being here. Yeah, don't use DaveBot's recipes. I mean, in theory, if you've put regular ingredients on there, maybe he can give you a good recipe. It's just exceedingly rare. Oh. Cherry with a chance of wet socks. I mean, that is correct. If it's Sherry, you might get wet socks. Oh, I got two pinky cakes. Push them together. I've put one in between them. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, so close. Ah, don't do that. Okay. Get rid of these. Could we make a recipe an option to get a recipe? Oh yeah, I did. Have you not tried it? It should work. You don't have to type it out every time. Oh, you do need to ask for a recipe for something, I think. Did I not? Did I not add that? I thought I'd added that. Where's... Maybe I didn't set it up properly. I did that, but... Oh, and then it... Oh, I see, no. More, what I need to do is... I need a duplicate one. What did I just do? Move this to command one. Okay. Remove that. And also remove that one from that. And then just turn off. All of this. And then this just needs to be more input. Okay, that should work now. Now if you do exclamation mark recipe and then a thing. There you go. Yeah, I added it but didn't think about how it was actually going to work. You got a double long pepper. Yeah, I didn't set it up to check if there was duplicates because I thought it would be funny enough if you got double. And it would be effort to check whether they duplicate. Ketchup or catsup combined with radium. Blend until smooth. Finish with 2 eggies. Okay, getting a lot of big-ish cakes. Need them to combine. Oh, how did that not work? Oh yeah, other things I could do would be like really unlikely chances for things to happen. There you go. There's this raspberry cake. I could do like when you sub, there's a 1 in a million chance that you get some points, or I don't know, that Budok gets muted for 10 minutes or something. Just random stuff like that. Or you need more holidays. It's getting a bit messy in here now. Clean up some areas, make them combine. Come on, donut, get down there. That looks like it should be touching. I need the 2 pinks to touch, but they're on opposite sides of the raspberry cake. Might be easier to just make more. Or I just wait for a massive pink cake to drop from the sky. Okay, I'm going to build underneath the big layer cake where I can't see. Just get cakes pushed underneath. And hopefully they'll touch. No. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. There's two pinks kind of close. There's a red and some cheesecakes. Donuts, donuts. Oh, okay, okay. Can you get down there? Yes, good. Complaining about DaveBot's jokes. Maybe one of these days I will actually learn how large language model works. And I'll make a real one based on everything in chat. And I'll even teach it to like look at the quizzes we're playing so that it can at least recognize yeah. So they can recognize what game we're playing. Because making an AI that can, like, you know, play GeoGuessr or something like that would be hard. If you haven't seen it, I recommend looking up one of the videos of Doug playing GeoGuessr against Neurosama, who's like an AI Twitch streamer. And the channel's like technically Veedles, who has been programming her for a long time. But Doug made a bunch of other AI things based on his Twitch chat. It's just like an AI that would read Twitch chat and decide where to guess based on what they were saying. And he told it to like find someone who sounds like they know the answer, and then people just saying, I have 5 PhDs in GeoGuessr. I know that the answer is this. It's very funny. This big one's just going to fly up at some point, and I need to be ready to bash it down again. Oh, what's going on with that donut? Oh, there's 2 pinks there. If the 2 pinks become a strawberry and the raspberry touches, get a big one. It's a big if. when I update the commands command, do you want descriptions of what everything does, or just a big list? Because if I try and do descriptions, DaveBot's going to write like 6 paragraphs to try and explain things. Ooh. Or he can just list the commands. Just a list? Sure. Yeah, most of the time you guys know the commands. You just need to like remember the format. Do you put add before or after, you know, the thing you're trying to add to? It might still be like 2 paragraphs from DaveBot with just a list, but I can leave out things that we don't really use anymore. Like there's commands for Discord and YouTube and whatever, but we rarely actually need those. And on the occasions where you need them, you can probably remember them. Don't put the little ones down here. Oh, dangerous. Okay, it's on its side now. Maybe that's good. Oh, it's rolling. Okay. Oh, big one, big one. Oh, it's wedged. It's it's under tension with this red one, which means it could ping out. No, the bot does not. I did not tell the bot to not remember. In fact, you know, if because the bot, if the bot can't find a quote, it should come back and say that it doesn't find the quote. Because it does the way I did the search. Oh, it might actually need to be updated. Because the way I did it was probably not optimal. There might be a better way I can do it, but because what it does is, because the commands on here are limited, I can tell it to get a random quote. I probably could get it to look through a list of all of the quotes looking for a thing, but the way I did it when I set it up was it gets a random quote, it tests to see if the word you're looking for is in it. If it's not in it, then it discards that quote and gets another random quote, and it keeps doing that and it increments a number just to make sure that it doesn't go on forever. But I can increase the number. The if you keep doing the Daddy John quote, because it's It should be, if you're searching for a specific quote and it's not coming back, it should say quote not found. But if it's not doing that, then I don't know what's going wrong. Check these variables. That's oh yeah, look, no, if you watch that, it does go up. So it's, because yeah, actually, maybe I set this up so I didn't need to. Because here's the quotes. Yeah, look, it knows that there's currently 369 quotes, and it searches 669 times. That's how many random quotes it'll get before it gives up that it hasn't found it. But when it doesn't find it, it's meant to didn't show up on the screen. It showed you did it a while ago and I saw it. What happens if I do it? No, it didn't do the search because this number should have gone up. If I do that. There you go. Does it really not like the word? It didn't do that one. It might have a cooldown. Hang on. It's under this. Hang on, why are they now both off? Oh no, because no, I changed under it if. Hang on. If contains adds to nothing. Empty to random. If it contains a number, then it gets a specific quote. If it doesn't have any of those things, then it does the search action. Quote ish. Why? It just doesn't do it. Is it anything to do with this command? Did I tell it to ignore? No. No, it's just standard. Oh, No, you're absolutely right, Angeline. It's in where was it? It's in here, yeah. If the raw input contains add, do nothing. Okay. How? It's got to be. I can't do start or end with. It's because the quote add command was also searching for quotes. You are a bit of a genius, Angeline. I mean, now that we know that's what it is, it's not a massive problem. Because you can just search for dad if you want to find the daddy quote. You know what? I could just I could just do this. Just make a special command. Daddy John. Here you go. If you type that in the future. I'll tell you which one. Let's make it random. I can find. Where's the actual quote? Okay. So if you do that, maybe it'll send you that. Maybe it'll say, dun, dun, dun. What is wrong with you? There we go. Now there's options. No, it's not Daddy John. That's just what I called the command. It's quote daddy, like how you were trying to search for it before. There you go. Those are currently the 3 options. Maybe I'll add some more. We got around it. It's the workaround. Easy workaround. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna finish my cake game. I'm gonna see how far we get before this cake explodes and jumps out the top. Can't even get a cupcake down there. Not enough space. Ooh, oh no! I lost a macaron. 392. My best is 593. I don't know how someone got 1.2 million. That's wild. See, like these I understand, like 600, 700, because I almost got to 600. These people are like me. These people are wild. I don't know how they managed to get that much. That is a lot of cake. Well, there you go. That's going to be it. I've given you new commands. I did everything you asked of me. Many toys to play with. There you go. Today is April 5th, which is also October 10th. Don't forget to jump over a spider's shadow. Howdy with a chance of men. Hallelujah. Yeah. Great. I don't know if Sam's still going. I assume he is still going because he hasn't raided here yet. So we're going to go see Sam. Thanks, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow where we are... we're doing... Wheel of Unplayed Games, but starting with the cat game that's like only up, but it's only down and there's cats. So we're going to do that. Thanks, everybody. Love you all. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.